what doesn't work. All right, so supposedly we're live. Always like to do an audio check first, though. So if you can hear me, let me know. Hello there, Debbie. Hello there, Nash. Let me know if you can hear. Hello there, Debbie. You should be able to hear because I can hear myself. All right. Good. Hope y'all are doing well. It's a little gloomy out here in North Carolina. Looking outside, it's cloudy and gray. And the grass is dying. Well, going dormant. Hello there, Catitude. Linda. Hope y'all are doing good. We have, what do we have here today? We have the nuttiness of me trying to get through this live stream. As always, right? So we got like 6 places we're going to donate to today. Hello there, Roz. Obviously, Safe Haven. We'll be donating again to Shelly, just to kind of top her off, I think, a little bit. She's like, was talking about cages or something for when the rest of the little kitties have to get rehomed. So we'll do that, and then some few other ones as well. But I'll give a few minutes until we got a couple more people in here, and then we'll start rolling. The goal, of course, with this is an hour. I try to limit my talking as much as I can during these live streams. These particular ones, I got my wife like laughing at me, which I understand why, because it is pretty funny. Roz, thank you for gifting that channel membership to, it looks like that 70s chick. I think they were on a live stream a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I don't know. Hopefully they enjoy it. And hopefully we see them in the future, and hopefully they use it. Hello there, Raphael. I can never say that name. I am so sorry. I always screw it up. But I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you joining us here. Let me get my mug is way too big on the screen, so I got to make it small. Make it way small. There we go. It's really small now. That works for me. Hello there, Manistine. How you doing? Yeah, Manistine, I know when you're on Shelly's live, you were talking about your kitty that had some bald spots on their paws. Food could definitely be an issue, and that could lead to over grooming, over licking. Max kind of had the same issue. Of course, he didn't have any issues on his paws, just on his face. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well, Tranquil. Tranquil, as far as I know, Monday you should be getting that gift card. Fingers crossed that there's no issues. It should be good this time. But of course, let me know. I didn't set a goal here. Do I want to set a goal? I'm sorry, folks. I'm not with it this afternoon. Let me set a goal. If anybody wants to donate, you can, of course. We'll make it for an hour. Super chats, which I normally never put on here anymore. And we'll just say help cats. And we'll start that goal. Okay. All right. Enough rambling on my end. Y'all are saying hello to each other, which is awesome. Let's get to Safe Haven. Make sure y'all can see what I can see. Yes, you can. Look at a couple of these kitties. It's going to be the same 3 as it's been before. Excuse me. Like it's been the last month or so. It's kind of a cool name, Corn Casserole. But of course, Mr. Fento, we're still going to be sponsoring Mr. Fento again here. This will be like, gosh, month, maybe. Let me take my screen off, my face off altogether. I think this is like month, like 5, maybe 6. I'm not really sure. Hey, Cindy, nice to see you. Glad that you can make it on today's live. Yeah, like I was saying, Cindy, my wife's family is all in the Chicago area, and mostly in that general area, and they're getting walloped by all that snow as well. So, but yeah, so Mr. Finto, we're gonna sponsor him again. You know, I almost half thought like if Rosemary passes on or something, like adopting one of these. I'm just saying this out right now. My wife is looking at me like, "What? What are you saying?" Adopting Finto ourselves, or you know, Peppercorn or something. But yeah. So anyways, that's just the crazy thought I had. Yeah, no, he's not the Nash. He's only 7 years old. But that's the thing. Like cats over like 2 or 3, they just sometimes they just sit and just waits. And you know, thankfully, places like this, they do get these cats out of these like adoption centers. They do go to like foster parents and stuff like that. So they're not like there the whole time. They usually only go there with like showings and things like that. Sometimes it depends on the place, though. Every place is a little different. So Finto is going to be 1. Number 2, we got Gobstopper. Love the name there. Jazz, we Jazz, we adopt, or we didn't adopt either. Jazz, we sponsored. I don't know where the picture is, not showing up there, but Jazz, we sponsored last month. I'll just make this a little bit bigger so you can all look at Jazz again. She is a orange tabby female. This will be her second time being sponsored here. So hopefully this girl, I think she's about 7 or 8 years old as well, but her information wasn't popping up. But we're going to sponsor Jazz again. And you got Mentos, the fresh maker over there. You got, hey, Pandora. Pandora is here. She's a teenage tabby, not the same Pandora here. But we got Miss Pandora. But the other one, this kitty has actually been here the longest at Safe Haven. I don't know why their pictures are not popping up. The internet, you never know what you're going to get. But she's also only about 7, almost 8 years old as well. Now, Peppercorn has been there for about, I think I saw when I was reading this earlier in the week, like 250 days. So she has been there for a while. Hello there, Icon. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So that's Miss Peppercorn. We're going to also be sponsoring her today as well. Now, most of you know that I'm not big on like putting things like clothing on cats, right? I don't think it's right to do. But before I get to there, hello there, Ruth. How you doing? You gotta love Spider Jockey, Steve Lava Chicken, and Sleeping Beauty. You gotta love some of these names. Now, again, like I said, I don't like putting things on cats like clothing or little cute stuff. But I will say this little picture on Swifter, it is cute, but I don't think that the cat should have that on its head, even though it is cute. So, Ruth, your sister came in from Ohio. Awesome. I hope all is going well with that. All right, so let's get to donates. Our sponsoring, donating. Hold on a second, everybody. Pick a cat to sponsor. We're just going to do 3 cats today. And we are going to be sponsoring Finto, Jazz, and yep, the same 3 from last month. It saved it, which is nice. Just keeping an eye on chat, making sure nobody's popping in here. And then we're going to put that under my wife's name. All right, so hang on, everybody. I am going to go over to YouTube here for a second. I'm going to share that tab instead so you all can see that while I put in some information. And I will be back with y'all in a moment. Let me just finish up Safe Haven here. Again, I think you're all somewhat familiar with that other channel that I highlighted right now. Hey, Kit. Are you freed, Kit, from upstairs? Taking a look down the chat. You all are doing good. Okay. All right, so let's submit payment. Kit, what's up, honey? Hi, Kit. You a good girl? You want to hop in my lap and scratch me? Like, nah, not today, huh? Not today. Not today. Okay, let's go back here. Let me share this tab again. Lucinda, Cindy, thank you so much. You are, again, very, very kind, very generous. It's much appreciated. Very kind. Thank you. So receipt, we are done. Safe Haven is complete. Hi, Kit. Are you going to meow into the microphone, honey? Or are you going to turn off the microphone? All right. So next is Shelly, who should be on here. I think she said she's going to pop on. So hopefully she'll be able to pop on. Now I know Shelly, when I talked to her last, and I think she did a post, she was saying that she is basically the donations have been met. However, though, this is partly though because of Cindy's very generous donation last month. She wanted me to split the donation between myself and this channel and Shelly's channel. So that is what we are doing here. I think she said, though, she's still a little short. She's talking about like getting new cages for the kitties that still have to be rehomed. So this will help kind of with that situation. So let's go over to, let me go back to the GoFundMe. So we're going to do it this way through the GoFundMe. So we're going to share that tab. And let me skip my own ad so I can see what's going on here, so I can see what y'all are seeing as well. All right, so let's donate. And we're going to put in $250. We're going to put in $250. I'm going to keep this low because this just doesn't really need it. We had this issue, not issue, but this tip thing last time. I want to keep that on the low end. I'm not going to like tip nothing because these tips help GoFundMe like stay in business. But I am though going to just keep it on the low end. Manistine, thank you for that. That's super. Is that like a doggy or a fox or something eating a heart? Very cute. So we're going to keep that on the low end. 5% I think is fair. Yeah, 262. That's fine. That's okay. Don't display my public name on the fundraiser. Nah, we're not going to do that. So let's hit PayPal. What is this? Get a code. Yep, we'll get a code. Hang on, everybody. I got to wait for this code to come through. So we can log in. Add a password. And I don't want to add a password. Do I have to have a password? This wasn't like this last time. Wasn't there another thing we did last time? You know what? I'm going to take this out. We're not going to do the GoFundMe. Change of plans. We're still going to donate to Shelly, but we're going to donate a different way. So we're going to take that off because I don't want to create a whole bunch of stuff if I don't have to. I'm going to do it this way instead. Sorry, guys. We're going to do this a different way. Hey, Lewis. A little support, loving what you do. I appreciate that, Lewis. So, Lewis, I think this is your first time, Lewis, because you didn't know I had a channel. So this, Lewis, is a little different. So normally my live streams are just showing the life of these cats. Now, on these live streams, though, we just donate. So as a community, we donate. Today, we'll be donating to 6 different charities. We already donated to one. Right now, we're donating to Shelly, just to kind of get her over the top with having to rehome those kitties. And then we'll be doing some more places as well. And these last normally about an hour at the most. So what we're going to do with Shelly instead here, because I don't want to set up a whole bunch of stuff with that GoFundMe. I'm just going to go through her PayPal instead, and I'll let her know that, hey, we're just doing this through her PayPal, Shelly, instead of through the GoFundMe. Because these things are a bit complicated. All right, why is it? Okay, not me. That's not me. No, I'm not that. All right, so let's do this again. Let's try this again. Sorry, guys. 43. Hello there, KK. How you doing, Kitty King? Hopefully I can remember my password. I don't know why I'm logged out of PayPal. I shouldn't be. Here, what I need to do is I'm going to share this page because I don't want to like share password information. Not that I don't trust all of you, but I'm going to keep it off of that page. So give me a second. Let me get this thing situated. It like kicked me out of my PayPal account for whatever reason. Is it that? Is that the PayPal one? I think this is the right one. This is what happens when we're live. You never know what can happen. All right, so now we're on the right thing. All right, so we are going to send out to Shelly 250, which is 180 British pounds, which is awesome. And we're going to add a little note. We're just going to say love from the Giving Pause community. Love from the Giving Pause community. I like that message. I think that works. And that should be enough because she did talk about getting new cages. And I think she said it was like the total was like 170, 180. So that'll get her where she needs to get with that. Let's go through. Yep, we'll go through PayPal. That's fine. Oops. We'll do next. Friends and family. Yep, 254. That works. And we will send. All right. So Shelly, she is. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing, Jennifer? Nice to see you, Jennifer. Jennifer, we have those who do not know Jennifer Morales. I'm going to pin your channel, Jennifer. I'm going to pin your comments. Now, Jennifer has a cat channel as well. She's got 5 adorable little kitties. Now, we are going to be donating to Jennifer's place here in a moment. So I'm glad that you're able to pop on here, Jennifer, because we have the Catsbury Park out in New Jersey as one of the places we will be donating to today. So it's awesome that you're able to be here. Hey, Raven. Hey, Shelly. You almost forgot. No worries. No worries. You got a lot going on. Shelly, we just finished up, as you can see on the screen. I was having troubles going through the GoFundMe, Shelly, so I just did a direct deposit to your PayPal accounts. And I know you were talking about like having some cages, cat carriers for like the babies that needing to be rehomed. So that should just about cover it. I think you said it was like around 170, 180, something like that. So that should cover it. Yeah, good timing there. Good timing. All right. That's enough for that one. So we're going to go on to the next place. Let me close down Shelly's stuff, and we're going to go to this place. Hello there, Joseph. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Joseph. Thank you for joining us here. So this place is in Chicago. I'm going to take a quick drink, so just bear with me for a second. Nothing like good old chocolate milk, right? From the chocolate cows. All right, so this place is called Harmony House for Cats. It's out in Chicago. Now, this place was recommended by a channel that's not part of the community anymore. I'm not going to say much more than that, but I am going to still honor, though, the recommendation that they asked and that they made. And I said, I will continue to, as a community, we will continue to donate to your charity, your place, even though like I'm not connected with you anymore. However, though, I'm still going to, for these kitties, we're still going to donate as a community. So anyways, hey, Bruce, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, Bruce. No worries. Bruce, I know you like to know kind of like a little update with like what's going on. So we donated to Safe Haven, of course. It was Finto, Jazz, and Peppercorn. And then we just got finished donating to Shelly, just to kind of top off those funds that are needed to rehome those kitties. And we are now at the third place. All right, let's look. Y'all want to see some cats? I think you do. I want to see some cats, so we're going to look at some cats. I'm not going to look at a ton of these cats, but we are just going to look at a few. Cats are always good to look at, right? We got Dr. Shrimp over here. It's kind of a funny name. Loki, Whiskey. I wish we could sponsor in other places, but most of these places you can't sponsor, but you can donate. You got Leopardio di Caprito. I screwed that name up terribly. We got Kathy at the end. What else we got? It says sponsored, so maybe we can sponsor. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I didn't see anywhere where you can sponsor a cat, but let's see. Half sponsored. I wonder what that means. I wonder if you can sponsor. Donate and support. Planned giving, become a member. Let me click into one of these sponsored cats and see what's going on. Let's see what this says. Consider sponsor. Oh, it's a sponsored. Okay, so never mind. It's kind of like what we do when we donate. Part of what we could be doing is sponsoring their adoption fee. So never mind. I figured we couldn't sponsor a cat here when we looked at this before, and we can't. All right. Let me go back here and let's go back to donate, make a donation today. KK, your phone is small. You can't see them well. I'm sorry about that, Katie King. I will, the next time the next place we go to, I'll make the screen bigger for you so you can see. So we're going to donate $50 here. To this place, and what it does is that $50 provides a vaccine, food, and litter for 8 kitty cats, which is awesome. Let's see. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to add a note. No, we're not going to do any of that. Where did it go? No, I want to keep mine a $50 gift. Yep. All right, friends, let me switch over to another picture, another website, I should say. And let me go to an adoptable cat, and I'll make it bigger. For you, Kitty King, you should be able to see this kitty pretty well. Let me start paying this other place, and we will keep on going. Joseph, yeah, for sure. I wish it was more 1-to-1, right? If you spend or you donate $1 American dollar, and then it's one like British pound, or it's one like whatever the other currency is. It would be great if it was 1-to-1. I agree with you completely on that, Joseph. All right, folks, just give me a few more seconds. and then we'll be done with this one, and then we'll get on to Catsberry's Park. All right, so I'm going to go back to Harmony House. And again, Harmony House out in Chicago. Once it pops up here, there we go. So that is done. Again, you know me, I always like to be 100% transparent on all of these transactions, you know, because it's trust building. And that's very important to me. Squeesh. Hopefully I said that name correctly. I appreciate you becoming a member there, Squeesh, especially to Max. Good old Maxie. How are your, Squeesh, how are your 5 kitties doing? I always try to remember the best I can. I hope they're all doing well. And I appreciate you joining us as well. All right, let's go back here. Jennifer, if you are still on, Jennifer, this is your place now. This is Catsberry Park out in New Jersey, and this is Jennifer Morales' place. Again, if you all don't know Jennifer Morales, I think some of you do, some of you don't. But if you don't, then on the pinned link, check out that channel. Those who are mods, they can check it out, but just write it down, write down the name, do a screenshot, whatever it takes. Again, it's a great another kitty channel. And she's got Athena, Abby, Cleo. I can't remember the last 2, Jennifer. I'm sorry. All right, let's look at some more adoptable kitties before we donate here. Let's see, Squeesh, you are just doing your parts. You're just loafing. They're loafing around you right now. That's great. Daisy and Annie. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Tranquil, you have a dozen cats on top of you. Or not Jennifer. Tranquil, you have a dozen cats on top of you right now. Nice. All right, let's look at some other kitties. KK, hopefully the screen is going to be big enough here for you. I can make it a little bit bigger as I kind of scroll down here, just looking at some of these cats that are up for adoption at Catsberry Park. You got Yogi, Mickey, Lou. Lou kind of looks like Yoda to me. A little bit. Who else we got? Holly, Fern, Shadow. We got Georgia, Pedro, Herman. Looks like Georgia because there's a bit of a docked ear. So I don't know if some of you know this or not, but when you see a cat and there's a little bit of a missing tip of their ear, that not always, but usually that means that they were part of a feral colony at one point in time. And when they got like TNR'd, they dock the ear as well. They take a little bit of the tip off of the ear. So just a little interesting kind of tidbit. I don't know if all places do it, but the ones that I have known and familiar with and have been in with, they always do it that way. We got Penny, Gandalf, Slurpee. Slurpee looks like Slurpee's only got one eye. So Slurpee's a special needs kitty. Kitty King, you got one that's got just the tip. Squish, they clipped your cat's ear when she was fixed, since she was an outside kitty cat. Okay. And Squish, am I saying that correctly? Please let me know in chat. I try my best to pronunciate people's names or channel names properly, but sometimes I don't do it very well. So please let me know. Or if there's another name you want me to call you, feel free to let me know that as well. I am. Okay. Thank you. All right, friends, let's scroll back up here and let's go to donate. We're going to donate through PayPal, of course. Let me share this tab so y'all can see what I see, as always. Squish is just your username, so you don't mind. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to send. We are going to send 50, and we're just going to say love from the Giving Pause community. Of course, they'll like have no idea what that means, but that's okay. Jennifer, do you want me to put your name on there in particular, only because this is your recommended place? This is recommended. This is the place you recommended. Let me know in chat, Jennifer, if you want to. If not, no worries. Just asking. That's okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So let's hit next. Again, we'll go through. Yep, we'll go through PayPal. Send. All right, that is done. That was easy because PayPal's set up now. So as you all can see that we sent $50 to Catsbury Park out in New Jersey. Thank you, Jennifer, again for recommending that place. All right, next. How are we doing on time? It's 2:30. Okay, we'll be done before an hour here. I know these are not like the most exciting live streams. So I do appreciate those who do regularly attend these. I know they're kind of, I don't want to say boring, but this is kind of the heart of what we do in this channel. So I always try to get people to come here. But I also know it's like, it's not very engaging. I try to be engaging as I can, but I know it's not the most engaging of things. So I appreciate everybody who takes the time being here. Okay. Next place, Seal Beach Animal Care Center. This place is out in California. Now, I don't think Ryan is here. No, Ryan is not here. Ryan Pence. I don't think he has a channel, but he is part of the community. Very, very good friend here. But this is the place that he recommended out in California. So let's first look at some kitties. Let me say here, what is people saying? YouTube is going crazy with the ads today. If you all see an ad, just skip it. I have no problem with you skipping it. Just skip. Unless you want to watch the ad, that's totally up to you. But, skip away. I skip my own ads, to be honest with you. All right, let's look at some cats and kittens. Hello, doggy. Goodbye, doggy, for now. I'll make these big on one side, KK, for you especially, because I know you have trouble seeing them on your phone. Let me see. Joseph? Was there a problem with GoFundMe to Shelly? If so, I will switch to PayPal. Joseph, there wasn't necessarily a problem with PayPal, but it's like for whatever reason, I had to create something. And it's like, I don't want to create this. I just want to keep on going. So I just switched over to PayPal. I think GoFundMe is working fine, but it was asking me some weird questions, or I had to create a new account or something. So it's I'm just going to bypass this. I know there's a slight difference, obviously, between PayPal and GoFundMe. But I know also that Shelly is basically, met her goal for what she was trying to get to. So no issue. Nope. All right, let's see some of these kitties. So we got Abby, and I'm going to scroll over here. We got Anchovy. You got to love some of these names. We got Annie and Angelique. Angelique, is that how you say that name? Angelique? I think that's how you say that name. You know me, I can't pronunciate to save my life. You got Bart, aka Bartalieb. It's a weird name. We're not going to go through all of these. We're just going to go through a few. We got Beamer, another orange tabby. What if he's working on one brain cell like Tang? We got Boy George. Boy George. Now, is that a tabby? I mean, it's got orange, but it's also got white. So could that be a tortoiseshell because it's got two colors? What do y'all think? I'm going to keep on going, but what do you think about Boy George? We got Ben. Just going to do a couple more. We got Bullseye here. And I know there's a delay in what you see and what I see, so I'll try to be mindful of that. We got Charcoal. Bartleby. Thank you. Confetti here. Confetti looks like an old man. All right, we could go on and on with these. Y'all get the point. There's plenty of kitties too that need to be adopted out here at Seal Beach. So let's go to, where am I going to? Membership, volunteer. Maybe ways to give, right? Where would that be? About us. It's got to be ways to give. Wish list. Huh. I know we donated to this place before. Wish list donations. Other sponsorships. Yeah, I know we donated here, but where? Complete a sponsorship form. We don't want to do that. Tranquil, no. Tories are swirling. Okay. Am I missing something here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I am. I got to go back to the main page. There we go. It's like, where is the donation thing? All right. Now we're on the right track. All right, so $50. We will add that extra to cover the fees. That's no problem. Doop 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 doop. All right, so again, I'm just going to put love from the Giving Pause community. Oops. Yeah, y'all see my address for a few seconds. That's okay. Don't come to my home and burn it down. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you come to my home, at least let me know in advance. All right. Let's pay through PayPal. We'll donate now. I think most of you know I joke around quite a bit usually, and I'm not to be taken overly seriously. Let's see, tabbies with whites. So Tranquil saying tabbies with white or bicolors. Bicolors, okay. Bi being two, right? All right, so we donated to Seal Beach Animal Care Center, and now we are on, just like that, we are on the last one for today. Now, I don't remember who recommended this place because it's been such a long time. It's been like maybe 6 months since we sponsored to this place last. But what's unique about this place, this is where I talk about, this community. It helps donate around the world. We don't only donate to places in the United States, even though, of course, the bulk of the places, are in the U.S., there are places in other countries. For example, this particular place is out in Australia, which I think is pretty cool. Hello there, Tammy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Squish, that is right. And that is something I have thought about, and I've asked my wife a little bit about, like, should, we create a place where people want to send gifts, whether it's a P.O. box or just my address straight up. Could I do that? Would I do that? That is a good point there. That's definitely a good point. If y'all want to say hello to Tammy, feel free to. Tammy is Katie King's sister, sister-in-law, sister. I'm not sure. But anyways, relatively new to the community. So yeah. All right, let's keep on going here. Let's look at some kitties that are available to be adopted out here in Australia. I don't remember where this is in Australia. We could probably find out, but I don't know exactly where this is. So let's take a look-see at some of these cats, shall we? Cold. Where are you at again, Tammy, if you don't mind me asking? All right, so we got Bowie, Arlo. I don't know which is which. Philip, Thor, Ziggy, Cleo, Pepsi, Mr. Banjo. This looks like an old girl. I'm going to click on this one for a second. This is Nammy, I do believe. Does it say how old Nammy is? Mammy's a beautiful cat. I don't see an age, but she did have an eye issue. That's why her eyes look a little funky. She's not blind, but it looks like she had something. She was diagnosed with bilateral upper eyelid and angenius triasis. I don't know how to say these words. And had a successful surgery to correct it. At first, I thought when I saw the first picture up here that this kitty could be blind. Looking at this picture, just kind of like looking a little bit at it by the eyes, but I guess that's part of their condition. Let me just keep a look at chat here so we look through these pictures as well. So just bear with me as I'm kind of doing both. White cat looks like your kitty Snowy, Bruce. Tammy, you're in upstate New York, the Catskills area. Okay. Ooh, going down to the single digits. That is cold. Tammy, you don't have a PayPal. Is there a PO box you can mail to? Tammy, I think your sister has my address. So if you just want to get to her with that, then I'm perfectly good with that. I'm all good with that. Nash is asking, is that when the eyelashes grow inwards? Great question. I have no idea. Kitty King is saying that second eyelid doesn't work. Looks like she had some food there. Gotta love that picture. I'm not sure about this picture. It's like, is she coming through a wall? Is it like a shining moment for cats? Maybe. Hard to tell. Yeah, I don't think y'all see it yet, but you will. Yeah, you'll see it in a second. I guess that's maybe when they trapped her because maybe she was a street kitty, or just maybe that's just the way they transport, because that's definitely a cage going on there. Let's look at this video. Yeah, let's look at this short video. Huh, okay. So you got a doggy eating some grass, and you got Nammy just saying, "What in the world are you doing, dog? Why are you eating that grass?" All right. Well, anyways, that's Nammy. Let's scroll back up and let's get this place donated to. Let me get back to where we need to be. And donate, make a donation. To donate, let's donate. How should we donate? Let's donate via PayPal. It's always easier with PayPal. If I can donate to PayPal, then I'm going to donate through PayPal. All right, so I'm going to make sure that y'all can see this as well. I appreciate the. Oops, I deleted a message. Sorry, KK, hit the wrong button. Thank you, Jennifer, for the donation. Very kind of you. And thank you, Squeesh, as well. Very kind of you. Thank you as well. Very, very kind. I always say this is the most giving cat community on YouTube, and I do believe that. I do believe the I Am Raven channel, though, her community is the best cat community on YouTube. I just always like to put mine as the most giving. But I do appreciate all the kind words and the donations to help these kitties in the future. Very, very kind of everybody. And like I always like to try to tell people, like those who are unable to donate, don't like it's okay. This merchant doesn't. Maybe we're gonna have to go back. Okay, so hold on, we got to do a different way. Maybe we'll have to use a card instead. For those who are like unable to donate, it's because I've had some people tell me like, "Hey, I can't donate. I'm sorry," and it's like I tell everybody it's okay. Like if you can't donate, there are many other ways to support a channel. You can support it through. Hang on, guys. I know the screen is black. I'm still here though. Just this having. I think I accidentally stopped sharing. Yeah, it lost connection. So hang on. Hang on. Let me get back to it. Share the screen. It's not letting me share. Why is it not letting me share anything? Hang on, y'all. I will get back to this. Share screen. There we go. Should pop back on in a second here. But anyway, so like I was saying, wait a minute, that looks weird. Why does that look all funky? Looks funky on my end, but it looks good on your end. So anyway, so like I was saying, if you know, other ways of helping is just watching, commenting, liking, sharing, so forth. Word of mouth, all that stuff it works as well. It's just as important as giving financially. It truly is. All right, let's try this again. We're going to try this again. We're going to try it through a card this time. Oops. Technical difficulties. Please bear with me. Oh, hold on. It kicked me out again. Not sure why this is doing this. I know you can hear me, you just can't see anything right now. So let me try this again. Try this one more time. You know, it's not one of my live streams unless there's some kind of issue going on with something, right? You know, there's always like some kind of technical difficulties when it comes to these lives. Okay. Now we're at hopefully the right thing. We can do this properly now this time, I hope. All right, so we're going to donate $50. Yeah, we'll just do the general donation. Ooh, you know what? This actually... Was this the one... We may not be able to do this one. Yeah, okay. So this is the snag. Okay. All right. So I'm going to come on camera here and I'm going to explain what's going on. I think that I remember one of the Australia ones having an issue, and I think it was this one. Bye, Raphael. Thank you for coming here. So let me remove this and let me get myself back on the camera. I'm not sure why my camera is screwing up. It's like I can see myself, but not really. Let me add myself again. Can you all hear me again? Let me put this here. All right. I think you should all be able to see me here again. Okay. So the problem with the last place, and I didn't remember which Australian one it was. It was one of the two Australian places that we donated to, where you have to like live in the city or live in the country of Australia, because it asks your address, and then you have to like show that you have like an Australian address. So we can't do anything with that place. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go to the next donation place. If you all could bear with me here, let me see what would be next, like the next one in line, what were to be. And we're going to go to that place instead. So Barrhead Animal Rescue. So just hang on a few seconds. So Barrhead Animal Rescue Society. Yeah. So this will be the next one on the list. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm probably just going to take that one like off the list entirely, because we can't donate there because we don't, I don't live in Australia. So there's nothing that I can do about that. But here's what we're going to do though. I am going to share now this place. So this is Barrhead Animal Rescue Society. This place is up in Canada. And who recommended this place? DE. I think DE is a channel member, but honestly, I'm not sure. It's been a while. So let's look at some kitties real quickly. You know, it's not surprising. Somehow, some way, this makes it to about 3 hours, or not 3 hours. I'm sorry, to about an hour. It always makes it to about an hour. You know, we were probably done about 20 minutes ago. Then we had a problem. All right, so let's look at some kitties that are adoptable, and then we will donate, and then we will kind of wrap this up. All right, let's look at this one. I think has a kind of a cute face. It kind of looks like an owl in a way. Wait until you all see this one here. This is Marshall. Kind of a cute picture, I think, of Marshall there. So that's Marshall. And is there a way? Can I get my... Yeah, StreamYard is messing up right now, but just bear with me. Anyways, obviously a lot of cute cats going on here. Why is it not? What is going on with streaming? Let's get back here. It keeps on like taking these things off for whatever reason. Operator here. And then it's showing my mug again, and you see enough of my mug. So let's get back to. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just go to donate now. We're gonna get this donation done. Because I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I'm having problems here. All right, so we're going to go through PayPal.
Honey, it's too cold.
My wife keeps on saying operator error, and that's highly possible. I do a lot of erroring. I do a lot of errors. I am error. All right, so hopefully y'all can see this. And hopefully this works. We will get this last place. Roz, you're heading out. Have yourself a good rest of your days, Roz. And Roz, thank you for all that you do. Oh, please. What is going on? What? Arrgh. What in the world is going on with these places? Can I donate another way? Can we donate? Can we pay then? Can we not use PayPal? It's like PayPal is like acting all weird right now. Payment, nope. Return to merchant. Sorry, this merchant does not accept payments in your currency. Please return to the merchant and choose. Okay, so we're going to return. The thing's going to come off again. So difficult just to make a payment of something. I wonder what's going on with PayPal right now. We will make this donation code get through. We will get to this. Here, let me do this again. Let me share this screen. Let me come here. All right, let's see if we can get it this way. Let's wait to see if you see what I see. Hopefully you're seeing the same thing. You should be. Bruce, I hope they're not getting hacked. That's not a good thing. I don't know if it's them or if it's me, you know. Let's try it this way. I know it's going through Canadian, and that's fine because it will transfer over, so I don't understand. I guess this business is just not currently accepting any payments. I don't know if you all can see that on your side, but it's in red. It says the business is currently not accepting payments. So it's like, well, okay. You know what? I think that's just, I'm being told I shouldn't. I'm not being told anything, but I think maybe I just need to stop for now. We're not going to donate to any other place. I just think there's some issues going on or something right now. I don't know. Again, put myself back in. So many errors going on. Okay. I think I'm back again. I'm going to say that's a wrap as far as donations. We will figure what's going on next month with some of these places. Or should we try? Can we try that? You know what? I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn individual. So I'm going to try one other place. We are going to donate. We will donate to one other place. It will happen. Even if Bruce says, just give it to Shelly, at least it'll be donated. But no, I can't do that because she kind of had. Okay, so we're going to go here to the rescue. We're going to go to this last place. Let's pray.
Your computer will self-destruct.
Let's pray that we can get this last place going on here. I think we can, if I can find the place to donate. It's been a while since I've had so many issues. Normally, I don't have too many issues here, but today it's like the end of this is like, geez. Okay. I'm not going to look at any cats here because maybe that's what's screwing us up. The cats are jinxing us. This place is called Here to the Rescue. This is from Sue S. And y'all know Sue S. Or most of you know Sue. Right now she's, I think, in California. She's has a camper RV kind of situation. She's going across the country. So this is the place that she donated or that she recommended. This is up in I think it was up in Wisconsin. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go straight down to where it says donate. And we're going to hit donate. And you all can see that screen. Okay, I just want to make sure. Mercury retrograde is just over. It can't be. Can it be? It might be. Yeah, look at the cats after the payment. That's a good idea. We're not going to make this a monthly donation as much as I'd love to make all of these monthly donations. And maybe one day, if if we have enough income coming in here, we can make all of these monthly. That would be awesome. Okay. I think we're finally, hopefully here. We're just going to say again, love from the Giving Pause community. Y'all see my address again. Feel free to, I don't know, send me many more cats. All right. I think we're finally going to be here. we are going to use PayPal again. And my wife is asking me, not asking me, if I'm doxing us. I'm like, yep, I am. Fingers crossed. Do we finally have it? Okay, thank the Lord. We finally are here. It's like the universe didn't want us to do 6 payments here, 6 places. Okay, so we donated. That's great. Now I am going to go back to this place, though. I'm not going to hit the back button because I don't want anything to get screwed up. I'm just going to open up another page again to this place. And hopefully we can look at just a couple of cats. I will show my face again on camera, and then we will be done.
You'll be rambling.
So let's see. Do they have pictures? Do they have any cats? I mean, they have cats, but it's like, where are all the pictures? Well, you can see a cat's nose. So this is a very small place. It's like ran by a couple of people. So this isn't like a big like foster, or this isn't like a big one. So they probably don't have like the resources to like, provide pictures and stuff like that. But it is from Suez, and I do know this is a good place though. A lot of TNR is what they do out in Wisconsin. But anyways, and the screen went black again. StreamYard, what is going on?
It's telling you to get up the ghost.
Yeah, it could be. Y'all can hear me. You can't see me, but y'all can hear me. And y'all are talking about ads as well. I don't know what's going on with all these ads. I am sorry about all these ads. I put the ad stuff at like the last. That's like a low because you can like where is my picture at? Oh well, anyways, I am here, and you can hear and see me. I had to see a blank screen. I appreciate you all. This was quite a donation live, wasn't it? This is maybe more entertaining than the cat live streams. Probably not. But anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging with me over this last, especially 20 minutes. I will figure out like what's going on with some of these places. I don't want to like have to drop these donation places, but maybe it's just PayPal was having an issue, or like one of them was saying like they're not accepting any payments right now, which is very weird. It's like maybe they're having maintenance being done right now. Who knows? You never can tell. Yeah, you hear my wife laughing at me. That's all day. That's every day. I always give her chuckles, apparently.
That's what you're there for.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for, apparently. So anyways, I appreciate y'all being here. Lewis, this is, I know, your first time being on one of these live streams. You kind of see like what this is about and kind of like what we do around here. Again, Cindy, thank you let me kind of go through. I'm going to do this. Roz, thank you for the gifted membership. Cindy, thank you for the donation. Manistine, thank you for the donation. Lewis, again, welcome, and thank you for the super and the donation. And Squeegee, thank you for becoming a channel member. Excuse my wife for sneezing. Jennifer, thank you for the donation, and Squeegee, again, thank you for being for the super as well. I normally am not this tongue-tied, but sometimes I am. That's just how it is sometimes with me. I
Talk too much.
Yeah, I talk too much for sure. And I think way too much. And sometimes my thoughts and my tongue are never on the same page. Thank you all for blessing my wife's sneezes. She does need to be blessed daily, multiple times. And yeah. So as always, though, I'm going to still leave with adopt, don't shop. Adopt a senior cat if you're thinking of one. And What's the last thing I say? Yeah, advocate for your feline friends.
Don't do well on the spot.
So, anyways, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, night. Yeah. So I'm gonna. Oh, Squeege, you also have a lisp, so you sometimes mess up your words. Yeah, I think I have a lisp sometimes too. I definitely screw up some of my words, like my R's, and my W's. I'm a special person. What can I say? Very special. Max, Bruce Max is doing fine. He's doing just fine. So bye all. Take care. God bless. We'll see you around on YouTube. Take care. Bye, everybody.